Kauai has tons to see in a setting that is almost unrivaled in Hawaii. So let's get right into the attractions of Kauai. Kauai offers some of the most breathtaking coastal scenery in the world, as we already know, but with it is a stunning variety of beaches. Here are some of my favorite beaches in Kauai. Located on Kauai's north shore near Princeville, Hanalei Bay is a picturesque crescent-shaped bay with a beautiful beach, charming town, and mountain views. Hoipu Beach is on Kauai's south shore and is a popular family destination, known for its calm waters and great snorkeling. It's split into Breneke Beach for boogie boarding and Baby Beach, which is ideal for kids. Tunnels Beach is on the north shore of the island and is also known as Makua Beach. You can find great snorkeling and diving here, but it's also a favorite spot for surfers. At the end of the island's north shore is Ke'i Beach, which so happens to be the starting point for the scenic Kalalau Trail. The views of the Na Pali Coast are particularly noteworthy, as is the swimming and snorkeling. For those who want seclusion as well as natural beauty, Palihali State Park on Kauai's west side is an ideal destination. Be warned though, as you can only get to this beach by a rough dirt road. But if you're successful, you'll find vast stretches of pristine white sand surrounded by towering cliffs. Waimea Canyon is known as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific, and this breathtaking natural wonder offers panoramic views of the deep gorges, lush valleys, and cascading waterfalls. Be sure to visit the Waimea Canyon Lookout and take a hike if you can along the trails for a closer look at the stunning landscapes. The drive to Waimea Canyon is easy and on paved roads. Waimea Canyon is a state park and is only one of a series of pretty spectacular state parks that you can visit when on the island. The star attraction of the island is, without a doubt, the jaw-dropping Na Pali Coast. Accessible by boat, helicopter, or strenuous hiking trails, the Na Pali Coast is a rugged and remote coastline featuring towering sea cliffs, lush valleys, and pristine beaches. And I might add, one of the most beautiful and amazing landscapes you could ever hope to see. We did a tour over the coast with Blue Hawaiian helicopters, and it was one of the greatest tours of my life. If you're coming to Kauai and want to do one thing that will absolutely take your breath away, it's the Na Pali Coast. And by the way, not surprisingly, the Na Pali Coast has been the backdrop to many large Hollywood movies. Wailua Falls is a stunning 80-foot waterfall which you can get close to by car. The hike down does offer far better views, but it's very dangerous and I believe actually is illegal. And by the way, I believe the waterfalls was featured in the 1970s TV show Fantasy Island. Another one of the very beautiful waterfalls is Opeka Falls. The falls are easy to get to, and don't forget to stop along the way to enjoy some of the incredible views. There's also ample parking, and the falls are visible after a very short walk from the parking lot. Another attraction worth a visit is the historic Kilauea Lighthouse and the surrounding wildlife refuge. You can spot seabirds, dolphins, and during the season, like now, humpback whales. Other great sites worth visiting include the Fern Grotto, Wailua River, and the Spouting Horn. Another tour we did was to the Kaloa Rum Company. It's located at the Kilahana Plantation in Lihue. The tasting room is adjacent to the company store, and you can book a tour and a tasting. The tour lasts about half an hour and is $5 per person. Hiking in Kauai is phenomenal, and this is my favorite island to hike. There is both a decent selection of challenging hikes and also fairly easy and short hiking trails. Popular areas to hike include the Kalalau Trail along the Na Pali Coast, the Alakai Swamp Trail through a unique high-elevation bog, and the Sleeping Giant Trail for panoramic views of the island. My second favorite tour on the island was the kayak and hiking tour to Secret Falls. The tour was 5 hours in length and included a lunch. You start the tour by kayaking down the Wailua River. After the kayaking, you then have a 2-mile jungle walk it is beautiful and pretty easy. We've done this tour a couple of times with rainbow kayak tours. Eventually, you hear the falls from afar, and wow. After the hike, you can cool off in the natural pool, and if you're an idiot, you can stand under the waterfall. If you want some fun, try ziplining. We went to the Flyline Zipline, and everything looked pretty normal until we saw this. Flyline is Kauai's longest zipline, and at the top of this 50-foot tower, you will take off for a 4,000-foot ride and reach speeds up to, apparently, 50 miles per hour. Of course, there are many different types of tours on Kauai, so make sure you research what interests you and your family the most. And of course, if you've never been to a luau, well, you should go. There are luaus in the resort areas of Princeville, the Coconut Coast, and Poipu. So there you go, the drop-dead, unbelievably beautiful Kauai.